Get up, you son of a bitch!
Cause Pawn's drunk loves ya.
Let's go. Boxing. Smash that light, baby. Oh. Come on. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Let me tell you what I need. I need money. Don't need fame. No beef, no 50, no game. I am the light. I keep it tight. With all my might. What's all? You know how I'm doing. I don't even need no music. No doors, dress.
Come on.
No music. No music. No music.
Let's go. You already know this is Pawn's Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. Ladies and gentlemen, drama in the sport of boxing, man. A lot of content in the sport of boxing, bruh. A lot of content in the sport of boxing. And still, almost going to be 2 weeks. 2 weeks since Shakur Stevenson came to New York City from Newark, New Jersey. Just like 10, 11 minutes away and stuff like that. Into Madison Square Garden. On that January 31st versus Teofimo Lopez, the two-time lineal champion. Everybody was out there. All celebrities, all fighters, especially when they had the Ring magazine that Friday, a day before the fight. And Shakur Stevenson beat Teofimo Lopez, which a lot of people feel like it was a masterclass performance, a shutout performance. Everybody's still buzzing about it. A lot of people considering Shakur Stevenson as the pound for pound #1. Max Kellerman, the Ring magazine podcast show, and Mike Coppinger consider him 1 or 2. Wow. Shout out to the Coda in the building. What's good, Coda? What's good, Low Nose Boxing? Shout out to the members. The members in the building. Caesar in the building. Mexico. A lot of things going on in the sport of boxing. David Benavidez, formerly known as La Bandera Roja, the Mexican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, the Dominican monster, going to be going to the cruiserweight division versus Sudo Ramirez. That's going to be happening in Cinco de Mayo. We got Ryan Garcia getting another opportunity to become a world champion. The only guy that was regarded as the Four Kings Fab Five that has not won a world title, but he's going to be putting his talent up against Mario Barrios, Las Vegas, Nevada. Hopefully the Ryan Garcia does win, because I think it makes this generation even more interesting. Regardless if you want to see him win, regardless if you like Ryan Garcia or not, we know, come on, y'all. Come on. You want to see the potential Ryan Garcia versus Devin the Dream Haney unification bound the welterweight division. I know you want to see that. I know you want to see the rematch. Stop playing around. You don't want to see Devin Haney versus Mario Barrios. You don't want to see Shakur Stevenson versus Mario Barrios. You want to see a Ryan Garcia versus Devin, or Ryan Garcia probably versus Shakur. Shakur Stevenson was with Terrence Bud Crawford and Aiden Ross, and he called out Ryan Garcia. Teofimo Lopez could rise again in May or in June and fight the likes of Devin the Dream Haney, or maybe even Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is up for the task, right? Rolly Romero was a champion as well. Shout out to Rolly Romero. Him and Connor Ben went at it. I spoke to Connor Ben in the Lobby Hotel, I think 2 days prior to the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight, and I asked him, yo, you don't want to fight Josh Kelly? Because Josh Kelly going to be fighting Bakram, and I got Josh Kelly beating Bakram. I know a lot of y'all didn't have no Josh Kelly beating Bakram, but yeah, just like as much as y'all want me to eat crow, When Teofimo Lopez lost to Shakur Stevenson, y'all don't want to eat the crow that I cook when I told the whole world that Josh Kelly will be the quote-unquote boogeyman Bakram in the 154-pound division, one of the most stacked division in the sport of boxing, the most competitive division in the sport of boxing. And if you've been following the channel, y'all know that 154-pound division has been my favorite division, but the most overlooked division. Because people ain't like my guy, Iron Man Jermall Charlo. You ain't want to give the division the benefit of the doubt. We seen everybody struggle in that division. We seen Canelo Alvarez struggle versus Lara in that division. We seen Demetrius Andre struggle when he got split decision win versus what was his name? What was his name? That wasn't Dave Avenesian with the other guy. Was it Dave Avenesian? Wasn't Dave Avenesian? I forgot. Split decision. We seen a lot of vulnerability. We seen Terrence Bud Crawford struggle in the 154-pound division versus Majramov. Oh yeah, and now we want to see Boots versus Virgil. Saying they're gonna be that fight may finally take place, but a lot of hiccups, a lot of legal battles. We've been talking about legal battles in the sport of boxing. We've seen Devin Davis going through his legal battles. Baltimore judge pulled the warrant, so he aight for now. Hey, yo, Devin Davis, stay away from the ladies. Stay away from the little scoochies. They're getting you in trouble. They know the track record. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be spending your whole life paying legal fees. Got to get it together, man. Stay out the strip club. Stay out the strip club. A lot of stories in the sport of boxing. President WBC Mauricio Sudamon also had an interview with Chris Maddox. Mauricio Sudamon. Because, a lot of people, they mad. You know what I'm saying? They furious with the WBC. The WBC hasn't been looking good for quite some time. What's good, Caesar? Haven't been looking good for quite some time. Y'all already know that they stripped Shakur Stevenson a couple of days after beating Teofimo Lopez. We understand that they stripped back Bud Crawford before he retired. He didn't want to pay the sanctioning fees. He don't pay. Right? So a lot of people say, yo, damn, what the hell is the WBC doing? Huh? Are they trying to get back at Bud Crawford by stripping his friend Shakur Stevenson? Huh? Come on now. And Mauricio Sudamon tried to explain himself. This hurts me. The situation between Bud Crawford and Shakur Stevenson is hurt me deeply. We give him the notification before the fight with Teofimo Lopez. He moved up in weight, and then we gave the notification. We have rules and regulation, and every fighter have to follow the rules and regulation. It doesn't matter if it's $1 million or $1. It is not about their money. It is not. If it's not about the money, what is it about, Mauricio Sudamon? Stop playing around. Hey, yo, shout out to the WBC and Mauricio Sudamon. They do great things for autism. Y'all already know, man, my son is autistic, so I got a little soft spot and what the WBC do outside of the sport of boxing when it comes to Autism Foundation and things of that nature. But when it comes into the sport of boxing, the WBC, ever since the WBC franchise, hey, yo, I feel like the WBC is really, they all over the place. They all over the place. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. They're all over the place. And then Mauricio Sudamon, because Chris Maddox was, good questions for Chris Maddox. I know a lot of people, you notice that a lot of these media folk, ever since that Turkey Out Sheikh is in power and he's now funding these media folk. Now you see these media folk, they really bold now. These industry media folks are bold now. If it was a Turkey Out Sheikh, because Turkey, you know Turkey the man. You know. I told you that he was going to snatch the rug underneath all these belt federations and stuff like that, and these promoters, right? Tell him, Turkey. Tell him, Chris. Tell him, WBC to the shit. Tell him. I don't want their hard questions, all right? Tell Mauricio Sudamon that's a punk bitch. Tell him. Shout out to Turkey Out Sheikh, man. You got these industry media folks bold now, asking the real tough questions. You see Max Kellerman, the belt federation ain't worth nothing. I don't think Chris Maddox will be giving him the hawk eye if it wasn't for, They got backup now, just like Bud Crawford. If it wasn't for Turkey Shake, you know that Bud Crawford would have paid that sanctioning fee like he's been doing that throughout his whole career. Huh? You know that Shakur Stevenson would have paid that sanctioning fee like he did throughout his whole career. And now they all acting bold now, huh? They all acting bold, huh? But right before the fight, they want to be a world champion, though. You know, you got to take the good with the bad. Before that, I want to be a 3 or 4 division world champion, 3 division world champion. It's good to be a world champion. The legacy reigns supreme. I'm going to be a Hall of Famer and stuff like that. The belts matter when it's time to talk, but when it's time to pay, I don't pay. And it's a common denominator. Seems like the people that don't want to pay come from an ethnicity that don't. I ain't trying to go that route. No pagan los tigres. No, hey, yo, brothers, you got to pay, man. Hey, yo, y'all sending a bad message. Come on, black people. Oh, yeah, you got to be paying, bro. Y'all sending a bad message. Diablo, esto cocolo no pagan. Hey, yo, y'all sending a bad message out there to the Belt Federation. That black people don't pay. He don't pay. No. Yo, come on, yo. And this is behind the scenes. You know, Paco, Mauricio Suleiman and stuff like that. They be like, no, estos negros no pagan. The black people they don't pay nothing. No pay. They want the Belt Federation. They want the belt in layaway. These guys don't pay. They fucking champion over here. Hey, yo, y'all starting a reputation and it's not good. It's not good. Y'all got to nip it in the bud. You know what I'm saying? You don't pay. No. Now they have to pay before they go to fight, okay? Because I don't like it to cheat, all right? Okay? You fucking cheat, all right? You go call them to pay, all right? Oh, man. Now what you got? Oh, yo, Punch, stop it. Don't be pulling out the race card on this one. You don't pay. That's why in the hood, they don't want to stop for cabs. Y'all remember back in the days? You jump in the cab and run? Mm-hmm. But Mauricio Suleiman did say, let out the bag. He said, because of Chris Maddox told them. Matter of fact, hear what he said. Chris Maddox told them, but yeah, basically, why you don't keep the same energy? Mauricio? Huh? You want to strip Shakur Stevenson? You want to strip Bud Crawford? But you ain't strip Jermall Charlo when he had the belt in activity for 2 years. What about that? Oh, Mauricio Suleiman got mad. Mauricio Suleiman said, well, I spoke to Jermall Charlo, all right? He told me he don't want to kill himself. He said, the only thing that's keeping him alive is the WBC belt, right? I'm trying to say my mind. Shut up. Mauricio, you lie. You telling me that more. Let's hear it for yourself if y'all ain't catch it. Mauricio Suleiman actually said that the reason why they did not strip Jermall Charlo after being 2 years in activity and holding the strap is because the only thing that kept him alive was the belt. Hold on. Listen, folks. I ain't lying. I don't know if y'all caught that, but hold on. Give me a sec. Where that?
Might commit suicide if he.
Look at that. Look.
Jermall Charlo might commit suicide if he had his belt taken from. Okay, that's serious.
He told me that the only thing in life keeping him from making a stupid decision like killing himself was because he was a WBC champion.
Jermall Charlo might commit suicide
that the reason why they didn't strip Jermall Charlo is because the only thing that's keeping him alive is the WBC belt. And if they would have stripped him, basically, he would have off himself. Hey, yo, ladies, it's not a funny matter. But come on. What was it that he was in the cliff and Mauricio Suleiman, look, Jermall Charlo, we need the belt, okay? Because you've been out for 2 years, almost 2 years. We need the movement in the middleweight division. You have to go to seek help. We need the belt. I know. Mauricio, you don't understand. If I give this up, I die. I'll jump. Fuck that, I'll jump. Wait, Charlo, wait a minute, all right? Damn it, all right? Keep it, all right? Don't jump. Keep it, all right? I give you 2 more weeks. Keep it. We'll speak together. We'll work this thing out. Oh, don't jump, Charlo. All right, keep the bell. All right, oh, okay. Don't do it. All right, my friend. Don't do it. Okay, it's going to be all right. Do not jump. You can keep the bell. Okay, but you have the bell for like a year and a half already. But all right. Yo, come on. It's not funny. Stop it, y'all. It's not funny, man. It's not funny. Hey, yo, 2 weeks later, Mauricio Sulaiman knocking on the door, trying to get the belt from Jermall Charlo. Who it is? You already know Jermall Charlo, you know what I'm saying? Drinking vodka and club soda. Well, you on, Mauricio Sulaiman? What's good, man? Look like you lost some weight. Hey, Jermall Charlo, it's been quite some time, all right? I hope that you seek the help that you deserve. We need the bill, okay? We need the bill. You need what? Mauricio, you don't understand. If you take this from me, I swear, I'll hate myself. You hear me, Mauricio? Charlo, put the gun down. Charlo, put the gun down. Put it down. All right, okay? What? Keep the belt. Keep the belt, all right? You want it? Out there, you want it. Because if I don't have this green and gold shit, I'm done. You want it? Here, no. He did the John Q. You remember the movie John Q? You remember the movie John Q when Denzel Washington had the gun in his head? You see John Q when Denzel Washington had the gun in his mouth? When he said, "Don't worry, okay, I killed myself." So he could give his son the the heart transplant, and he got closer to him. He goes, so Mauricio Sulaiman got close to Jermall Charlo. He goes, "Give me, really? All right, Charlo, don't do it. All right, keep it." Y'all believe Mauricio Sulaiman story? What's gonna be on the big meter? Y'all believe the story? Do y'all believe Mauricio Sulaiman? Mauricio Sulaiman told Chris Maddock, and look, if you want to judge me, I'll take it. I'll take the criticism. I'll take it. I don't give a fuck. All right? Yo, boxing, yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Boxing is funny, man. Yo, boxing is funny. You just gotta, we don't get a lot of fights, but we got a lot of drama, bro. Yo, that's why, shout out to all the boxing fans. Shout out to all the boxing content creators. Because let me tell you like this, man. Yo, we know how to create. I think that boxing content creators, we're the best content creators of all creators. Because let's say like a basketball content creator like NBA that follow NBA, NFL and stuff like that. They got content, they got game, they could talk about it. Right, the Knicks play today, and then tomorrow they don't play, but then they get the next game, so they got a story. Us, we work with so little, but we keep boxing going. Like I could talk about this interview for a whole week. He said, yo, I saved his life, right? I saved him. He was going to kill himself if I strip him for the world title, Chris Maddock, okay? I don't give a fuck if you have a problem with me or my organization, okay? We saved Jermall Charlo life, okay? I don't want to hear it. Shit, Mauricio Sudamon. Jermall Charlo was playing. Yo, shout out to Jermall Charlo, man. That he kept that belt, saying that he go off himself and stuff like that. Don't yo, Mauricio, for real. You gonna take the belt away from me? You know my wife leaving me, right? Right, Mauricio? And you know, Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying, he got sick, he got some problems, so I didn't get the type of money that I was getting. You know what I'm saying? You see that Floyd Mayweather shit? You know they got me in the lounge, right, Mauricio? I gotta go to child support and all that stuff. Oh, my kids go over it. I'm losing everything. My twin brother, me and him don't be seeing eye to eye, really. The only thing that I got, Mauricio, only thing that I got is that WBC belt. Go take that away from me, Mauricio. Say what about? Mauricio, you gotta take that shit away from me. Oh my God. I don't believe it. I don't believe the story. You know, if it was somebody else, if it wasn't Mauricio Sudamon saying the story, and if it was somebody else from the WBC, I would like, damn, yo. Because I know that Jermall Charlo was not there mentally. We are not saying that mental illness is bad or weak or whatever you want to, you know what I'm saying. People handle mental illness in different ways. But it's hard for me to believe that Jermall Charlo told Mauricio Sudamon, if you strip me, I'm going to offer myself. Because that's the only thing that's keeping me alive. Folks, come on. I don't believe it, Punch. You need to have Mauricio, let's do an interview. Yo, folks, I'm telling you right now, man, I think that there's a conspiracy theory against Punch Drunk Boxing. I think so, bro. They know, people know. Yo, as I see Mauricio Sudamon in the weigh-in, he said, how you doing? Yo, they know your boy Punch. I think they conspiring. I think they report my channels. They don't want me. Just open the door. Just crack the door a little bit for Punch Drunk Boxing and see how we go. Hey, yo, just give me an opportunity. The Zone, shout out to The Zone, man. Turkey, give your boy Punch Drunk an opportunity. I'm going to tell you, man, we're going to go from them ratings. We're going to put that rating. If the rating is 300K, we're going to go to 1 million. Just give me an opportunity. Give me the opportunity to do a face-off interview with the two fighters prior to the fight. Watch how it's going to be, baby. I'm telling you. Just give me an opportunity. Have me and Showbiz doing the play-by-play. Give me an opportunity. Give me an opportunity. I asked Mauricio Sudamon, hey, yo, can you clarify that Jermall Charlo situation and stuff like that? Punch, let me explain. So I talked to Chris Maddock. Let me explain, okay? If you're going to invite me to this platform, okay? Let me explain, Chris Maddock, okay? Let me explain. Cállate la maldita boca, estúpido, motherfucker. Let me explain to the people what happened. I want to bring that out of Mauricio Sudamon. That's what I want to bring out of a Mauricio Sudamon. I say, yo, Mauricio, look, you dealing with Punch Drunk Boxing over here, man. Don't care about being politically correct over here, my brother. You gotta say it how you say it here. How you say it in here, and you gotta just, you know what I'm saying, let from here to the heart, she and put it out. From here, from the heart, put it out. From the brain, from the heart, from the breath, put it out. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's try this again, Mauricio Sudamon. Why you ain't strip Jermall Charlo? Huh? What happened, look, because he was suffering from mental illness and we was there for him, all right? And we say, Mauricio, dime la verdad, why you didn't strip him? Because we didn't want to, okay? I break the rules, I make rules, this is my fucking rules. I do whatever the fuck I want, okay? If you don't have a problem, I don't give a fuck. I ain't the WBC president, I do whatever the fuck I want. I'm like Donald Trump, I do whatever the fuck I want, okay? All right? If I want to give you the bell, I give you the bell. If I want to strip you, I strip you. If you don't want to pay, okay, I let you go, but then sometimes you have to pay, okay? You have to pay millions of dollars. You have to pay thousands of dollars. I don't give a fuck. This is my company. I'm going to run it the way I'm going to run it, okay? Boxers come and go, but the WBC is going to stay forever, okay? Que saben para la mierda ustedes, right? You want to be champion? You have to pay, okay? And if I say you have to pay 300K, pay 300K. That's what I want. I want the, hey, yo, Mauricio Suderman, we living in the world of truth, information. Don't worry. Fighters still want to be a world champion. Huh? Don't sugarcoat it with these fighters. Fighters come and go, Mauricio. The WBC was here when Muhammad Ali is here. Huh? WBC was here. Well, all the legends. Some of them come and go. God rest their soul. And the WBC is going to be here. You don't dictate to the fighters. The fighters dictate to you. Yeah, I said it, damn it. Yeah, I said it. Because these fighters, let's be real, let's be honest. Shout out to the fighters. Y'all modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. But you ain't nobody with the world title. We won't be saying, Bud Crawford, you a 3-division undisputed world champion if it wasn't for the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, the WBO. And then you don't want to pay back the minute you cheap, you motherfucker. Get the hell out of here, all right? Oh, no, we don't got to pay the $100,000. Guess what? Just because you a champion, your contract, you get more money. That's what the fighters don't want to say. That's what the fighters don't want to say. I know. Look. I'm a person. I criticize the Belt Federation, and I also. But the thing is, with fighters, I mean, let me tell you the truth, bro, because they don't want to say that. In contracts, in manager and promotional contracts, once you become a world champion, you get more money automatically. So these fighters will say, "Oh man, we don't got to pay sanction if you shut the fuck up because your purse changed because you were world champion. Your purse changed because you're a WBC world champion." Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. A heavyweight contender that is fighting for a world champion automatically gets paid $1 million. Automatically. If they're competing for the WBC world title, automatically your purse is $1 million. Automatically. So don't come over here. Don't tell you fighters, don't keep it all the way real. Because you're a champion, you get paid more. All right? Your contracts have you, if you were a world champion, if you rank, and a lot of people put it this way. Yeah, as an interim champion, you're not the full champion. You do pay sanctioning fee as the world champion, as the champion of that division. But guess what? You get paid like them as well. That's what they don't want to say. That's why these fighters really don't talk about, oh, the interim champion ain't shit, because they get paid. They get paid. In the books, you are a world champion. In the books. For us, no. But in the books, in business, in the sport of boxing, you are. And the reason I'm going to tell you like this. The reason why a lot of fans don't know what I'm talking about, because a lot of fans never seen a real contract before. And the promoters know that, and the fighters know that. Why is Golden Boy Promotion suing Rick, Virgil Ortiz manager Rick? Why? It says that he shared the contract with another third party, because within the contracts, you cannot show that contract that you just signed. A fighter can't show you his contract. You understand what I'm saying? That's illegal. That's what you call it? When you break the contract, what you call it? What you call it? What you call the phrase? Is a catch-22. That's what they don't like to talk about. See, the boxing business know that the fans doesn't know. Breach of contract. Thank you very much. That's a breach of contract. Thank you. Breach of contract. See, the boxing business know that they know that you don't know nothing about the business of boxing, because you can't even see the contract. But guess who's Punch on Boxing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here, my brothers. I'm here for you. I'm here for you guys. Huh? Man, y'all don't understand. That's why it's better off they be like, yo, this guy's just a drunk in the mic. He don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. He no sabe. He no sabe. He no sabe nothing. Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, you in the right place. Because I got information that no other YouTube boxing content creator has. Maybe one. Maybe just two of us around the world. Seen contracts and manager contracts and promotional contracts and deal with fighters. You in the right place. You in the right place. You in the right place. Let me share. Let me see if I could. Let me see if your boy Punch Drunk Boxing could share you what I'm talking about of a breach of contract. Hold on. Give me less than a minute. Where is that? Hold on. Give me less than. All right. Let me see. Where's that? Let me see. Right here. Give me a second. Boom. Give me a second. Boom. View. Give me a second. I got y'all right here. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel. All right. Hold on. Let me read. Let me take it to the breach again. The promoter. Relationship partner. Nothing reconstructed. Non-exclusivity, possibility, first/refusal, absence, conflict with other regulation, other contracts, agreement with the broadcast. Okay, I got you right here. Let me read y'all this. The parties agree that the terms of this contract shall remain confidential except to the extent necessary to comply with law. If disclosure must be made to confirm with any valid government requirement or any subpoena, the disclosing party shall notify the other party at least 7 days working days before disclosure. It's to be made in good faith efforts to cause the party to whom the information is disclosed to keep the information confidential. Provided, however, that the disclosure necessary to comply with the Muhammad Ali Act are pre-approved. Fighters acknowledge receipt of Muhammad Ali Act statements given to his manager prior to entry into this contract. Hold on. Where's that? Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna get you right here. Notice. Hold on. Give me a second. I want to tell you how being a champion helps. And this is what they don't want to say. Read you right here. In the event that fighter shall become a world champion, recognized and sanctioned by the WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO at any time before the expiration of the term of this agreement, then the minimum purse for each world title defense shall be as follows. It's so much, but let me give you the minimum purse when you are world champion. The minimum purse when you unify the champion, this is the minimum purse when you're a world champion. I'm just going to give you this right here. There's a contract. I'm not going to show you the whole contract. Minimum purse for world title defense. So when fighters say, oh man, this champion, the belts don't matter, that's a lie. That's a lie. You feel me? That's a lie. Because right here, that's your minimum purse. Your minimum purse for a title defense, your minimum purse for a unification bout. That's the minimum. You know, these guys get millions, but that's the minimum. And this is not for this is less than heavyweight and heavyweight for every other fighter. So imagine a fighter that's getting paid $60,000. Not every fighter is a millionaire. Let me tell you like this. And not every fighter is getting 7 figures. Not every fighter is getting 6 figures, right? Not every fighter is getting 6 figures. But that's your minimum. That's the minimum that you could get. The minimum that you could get for unification bout. If you were nobody, but let's say you, because there's world champions that we don't know, right? They don't sell, they don't do nothing, but at the end of the day, that's going to be their minimum purse, right? Let me see if I got you some more information so y'all can understand. And how TV deals are highly important. Now, I can't show you this part because this is the term of an agreement shall commence the date of the agreement. Okay. But anyway, these contracts you can't show to nobody else. These fighters sign these contracts. You know what I'm saying? These contracts, they help. The reason why they don't like you to show these contracts to somebody else because that other attorney, the other promotional company, the other manager, that you like, yo, man, I want to get out this contract. But if you show this contract to somebody else and they know about it, if they find out that you showed this contract to somebody else, then there's a breach of contract. You understand what I'm saying? These boxing contracts saves the managers and the promoters, and you know what I'm saying? It saves them. It's more of their insurance, their liability. It's not really the fighter side. The fighters only care about the bonus. And to be honest, the fighters only care about the bonus. They only care about the bonus. They only care about how many times they're gonna fight a year, whatever, stuff like that. That's what they care about. That's why the fighters don't read all their contracts. They don't even got to sign. The thing is, they don't even got to sign an NDA. They don't even got to sign the non-closure disagreement because it's already in their contract. Not everybody signed that. It's already in their contract. Modification of that agreement. Hold on. No representation by the fighter hereby represents the warrant that he is fully aware of the terms set forth and has voluntarily without any kind of enter into this agreement that shall instrument document executed in connection with this agreement. Fighter also represents war. And let me tell you what happens with a lot of these fighters. A lot of these fighters, young fighters, they sign. They can't afford attorneys. So most of these fighters do the mistake to sign contracts with the manager's attorney, with the promotion attorneys. Go ask any fighter. Let me tell you, a lot of fighters never want to talk about it because at a certain point they feel embarrassed of the things that they signed because it could. And this is, contracts is that's why you get lawyers. Not that you don't know how to read, is that, you know what I'm saying, at the time a lot of fighters sign contracts in their vulnerable state. A lot of fighters come from unfortunate backgrounds. That's why they only care about the money. How much I'm signing for? $25,000, $50,000, $75,000 bonus. Just let me get that money. You know what I'm saying? Just let me get that money right away. Right? Everything takes care by itself. I'm going to win. They got the confidence. I'm going to win. I'm going to earn more money. And then they figure out like, damn, they lose one time. Contract could be destroyed or whatever. But a lot of these fighters sign contracts with the managers or the promotions attorneys that benefits them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why you see a lot of fighters come back around and saying that somebody stole from them, somebody jerked them, somebody this. No, you didn't read the contract. No, you didn't read the contract. That's what happened. And they want to sue the manager. They want to sue the promoters and stuff like that. Oh, I want to get out of this contract. Yo, but what happened when everything was all good and dandy? But anyway, Shakur Stevenson has an opportunity to become a 5-division world champion, 3-division lineal champion, ladies and gentlemen, by the age of 29. Before the fight with Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, I said, and I did a poll, what's better for the sport of boxing? For who to win, Shakur or Tio? We understood the friendship between Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. We understand both of these guys for years have said that they would not fight one another. And there was going to become a point where they're going to be the best in their respective division. Ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, the best in 140-pound division right now is Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. I like Gary Antoine Russell as well, but Gary Antoine Russell is going to be fighting very in a couple weeks. So right now, outside of Gary Antoine Russell, the best 140 right now, the best fight that could be made right now at 140, if they wasn't friends, will be Shakur Stevenson versus Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is the mandatory challenger for Shakur Stevenson's now WBO belt, but they're not going to fight. They're friends, right? And shout out to Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. They made their mind up. We got to make our mind up and move on from that. Yet, this is the sport. This is the sport. Can you imagine watching another sport and the Knicks don't want to play the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Final because they got friendship? Oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to play you to get to the final. How about you go to the final? You know what I'm saying? How about you go to the next level and the Knicks tells the Boston, as a matter of fact, Boston tells the Knicks, we had enough championship. Hey, yo, Knicks, just go to the finals. Can you imagine? This is a sport. Can you imagine? Like a whole group of the New England Patriots tells the Jets, you know, we close to one another. You know, we live like 3 hours away. You know, we have enough champions. Hey, yo, Jets, how about you go play the Seahawks? How about that? Yeah, just go play the Seahawks. I give you an opportunity. We all friends, and you know what I'm saying? We all grab beers and stuff like that. We all chill with our families in the off season. Right? We have to now adapt to what's going on with their friendship. That now we can't see a fight with Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson in the 140-pound division. But Keyshawn Davis said, I'm moving up to the 147-pound division. But that was prior to Shakur Stevenson beating Devin the Dream Haney. As we all know, when we're talking about and promoting the 4 kings of this era, the 4 kings, the Fab Five is Shakur, Haney, T.O., Tank, and Ryan. Really, it's not Keyshawn Davis. You can now developing Keyshawn Davis is going to be added to the mix. He's been a world champion, right? But let's be honest. The matchups that we've been talking about for years has been the matchups around the Ryans, the Tank, the Tio, the Haney, the Shakur, right? That's the Fab Five. The Benitez, Duran, Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, right? That's what we've been promoting. And we've been arguing, debating, having dialogues and these platforms to see these fights. Just like we was talking about a Shakur Stevenson versus Devin the Dream Haney before. We've seen the sparring matchups for years. We've seen the Devin Haney and Tank. We've seen the Tank and Tio. We've seen the Tio and the Haney. These are the matches that we've been talking about. But now Shakur Stevenson is in position. Shakur Stevenson now is looked upon as the best American fighter right now. And Shakur Stevenson has an opportunity to enhance his greatness. And by the age of 29, I'm talking about enhance his greatness and what they're going to be talking about in GOAT conversation. I'm not talking about, oh, he's just one of the best top 30 fighter in the history of the sport of boxing. If Shakur Stevenson moves up again and fights Devin the Dream Haney and beats Devin Haney, he become a 5-division world champion, and the ring will put that belt on the line. He will be a 3-division lineal champion, 5-division world champion, having the likes of Tio and Devin Haney in their prime. right? In their prime. You are you're sidestepping to let your friend, look what he said. Look what he said, ladies and gentlemen. Shakur Stevenson on his tweet said, somebody tweeted at Shakur Stevenson, I'll be the one to keep it real as a Shakur fan. He clearly doesn't want the fight right now, in reference to Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson says, wrong. I'm just not into stepping on my brother's toes. He expressed to me that that's the fight he wants and that he's planning on hitting the 47 division soon. Let Key be great too. I'm all for it. I like the fight. I like Keyshawn and Devin Haney. We seen Bill Haney talk to Keyshawn during the weigh-in prior to the fight that Keyshawn Davis had with Jermaine Ortiz. I'm all right with that fight. I think it'll be an entertaining fight, and the promo leading up to the fight. But Shakur Stevenson, you don't get this opportunity like this. Shakur Stevenson, you are entering into a GOAT conversation. If you move up right now, Devin is, y'all all lined up. Devin Haney got momentum. Devin Haney is a champion. You a champion. You got momentum. You on the pound for pound list. Devin Haney's on the pound for pound list. You're both around the same age. You've been linked to one another. Get the fight now and strive to be a 5-division world champion like Floyd Mayweather, a 3-division lineal champion like your boy Terrence Buck Crawford. By the age of 29, my brother, you are stepping aside. You're not stepping on Keyshawn Davis' toes. You stepping on your own toes, my brother. You stepping on your own toes, my brother. Greatness is upon you. Go for it. I don't understand. Like, I understand, but I don't understand. Like, put it this way. Keyshawn, be Shakur's friend. Because it seems like Shakur, nah. Yo, how about that? How about Keyshawn? Tell Shakur, thank you, my brother. I know you're looking out for me. You know what I'm saying? This is a good opportunity for me to go out there and fight Devin Haney and become a 2-division world champion. But your fight is greater, my brother. I look up to you, right? You the man. You help me out. But this is an opportunity right here, brother. Nah. I could be great. I could be great. I fight Devin Haney. I beat Devin Haney. Cool. But you beat Devin Haney and you accomplish this. I think that's what Keyshawn Davis needs to do. I think Keyshawn Davis needs to step. Shakur want to step aside. Don't want to step on his toes. Nah, Keyshawn got to be like, you know what? Nah. I'll go try to get Ryan Garcia. I'll go get Ryan Garcia at the Mario Barrios. You get Devin Haney. I'll get Ryan Garcia. You get Devin Haney. Even though now Shakur Stevenson said he wants to fight Ryan Garcia, and I know that if Teofimo Lopez would have beaten Shakur Stevenson, the next big fight was going to be Teofimo Lopez versus Ryan Garcia. That was going to be the next fight. When Turkey Out Shake is saying there is going to be a big fight. It's going to be a big fight. The winner is going to have a huge event. They counting on Ryan Garcia to be Mario Barrios. So now Shakur is now aiming on Ryan because, you know, this was going to happen. This is going to record this live. Conor Ben going to be fighting Rolly Romero. Shakur Stevenson is going to be fighting Ryan Garcia. Keyshawn Davis is going to be fighting Devin Haney. Hold on. Give me a second. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Now, my son was calling me, and he in college, so he's telling me, what I'm saying, about the presentation that he had today. Feel me? Shout out to my son. Anyway, Fight Fury Films in the building. Said Jay Prince manages both Keyshawn and Shakur. I doubt the fight ever happens. Yeah, I don't think that fight is gonna happen. I'm not stressing the Shakur versus Keyshawn Davis. That fight is not gonna happen. They're very, very, very close. They already explained to the boxing world they're not gonna fight one another. That's it, right? But I don't also want, okay, if y'all not gonna fight each other, but that doesn't mean that now your friendship is going to keep you from ultimate greatness. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I like a Keyshawn versus Devin. I like the fight. But I think that the biggest fight in America right now, the biggest fight in America is Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney right now. Because when Ryan Garcia beats Mario Barrios, I got Ryan Garcia beating Mario Barrios because of the popularity of Ryan Garcia. And if Ryan Garcia knocks out Mario Barrios in a way that Manny Pacquiao couldn't do, in a way that that Keith Thurman couldn't do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, we got legacy fighters right now. If Ryan wins and Gervonta Tank Davis add his name in the mix, they're going to overshadow Devin and Shakur. Mark my words. Mark my words. They got a window of opportunity to really take the sport of boxing, to truly be the face, to truly be not only a champion with a lot of accomplishment, but also the face. Also the face. Winning is one part, but it's how you win and how you lose. If Ryan Garcia goes out there and beats up Mario Barrios in a spectacular performance and becomes a world champion with his popularity and then his accomplishment, and if Gervonta Tank Davis says, you know what? I want to fight Tio, or I want to fight, they're going to overshadow that the biggest fight in America is Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Right now, that's the biggest fight. But Shakur Stevenson has an opportunity to capture something that's going to take, it's 5-division world champion, and his resume will look up to par, and become a 3-division lineal champion by the age of 29. Clay in the building said, honestly, I think that Shakur knows his limitation and understood there were ceilings and acknowledges that Devin pedigree. He needs time to acclimate before running in with Devin with no rehydration. I don't think that Shakur needs no rehydration for Devin Haney. He doesn't need that. Shakur Stevenson, I don't want to hear nothing about rehydration, catch weights. You don't need that. You know Devin Haney like Devin Haney knows you. If Devin Haney was a power puncher, then maybe. But nah. He filled up very, very well versus Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez actually looked a little bit smaller than Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson could move up. Devin Haney, he just several years removed from 135-pound division. He's just several years removed from that. So I think that he could do it. I think he could do it. And if he wants to be motivated and inspired by Bud Crawford went to the 168-pound division to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's inspired by these guys, so why not? I just feel like you're entering into, Mayweather is a 4-division world champion. I'm sorry, a 5-division world champion. He's a 5-division world champion. Shakur could be a 5-division world champion as well. Highly credible wins. It's just fun. I mean, I was talking about this yesterday. It's funny that not nobody, but a lot of people devalue Teofimo Lopez and never gave him his true just due. Was not a pound for pound. Was not in the top 10 pound for pound leading up to the Shakur Stevenson fight. They said if Teofimo Lopez would have won, maybe he'll be pound for pound number 7. They didn't even put him top 5. But now that Shakur beats Tio, the underdog, he was a massive underdog, was not on the pound for pound list. Everybody said that Shakur was going to win, as he did. Now he's pound for pound, 3-2-1. Wow, damn. And that's the reason why I understand Teofimo Lopez just doesn't get his just due. I understand his lack of motivation and doesn't get it. Everybody gets their praise when they beat Tio. When Tio gets his great wins, it's like, oh, Lomachenko was small and Joe Lomachenko was injured and Josh Taylor was washed up. And But I consider Teofimo Lopez top 6 pound for pound at the time. So I agree with Shakur Stevenson being pound for pound number 3. Number 3, maybe number 2 if you want to slid him in there. Just people leading up to the fight was really downplaying Tio, but now Shakur beat God. You know what I'm saying? He beat the most dangerous fighter. That's the way they say that. Now they're giving him that praise. But anyway, we're going on an hour talking free boxing. Not one super chat. Not one donation. Ni 2 pesos estoy aquí. Ni 2 pesos, muchachito. Hey, my kids, not even $2 they give. They not even $2. Do they? But you already know it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Nobody became a member to the channel today. No. We over here working for free. Okay. It's like that. Okay, Ripeki. That's the way that Ripeki. Okay. Shakur. Tomorrow, happy hour Thursday. Stephen Brown. Hey, right? Stephen. I know good here. Okay. All right. Tomorrow we back at it. My son called me. You want to talk? Hey, yo, want to talk? Dad, I called me. I want to tell you this. Wait a minute. I'm doing it live. My kids went to sleep, and that's the repack you give me, my people. Nothing today. All right. Okay. Tomorrow we back. Okay. Maybe the repack will come better. All right. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.